Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I told you that I would bring up some information related to the upcoming APA paper, and I'm using a sample paper that I wrote for school that might be helpful for you in your process. This actually is a little off. When I submitted it in Canvas, which is a system we use kind of similar to Blackboard, right? Um, it was a few weeks ago. The submission can look a little different in relation to uh, the way I submitted it originally. So this is APA in its finest. I worked really hard to make sure APA Style 7 is what I'm following in relation to this paper, and I had a pretty good grade on this. So you don't have to put the conflict piece here, but as you can tell, you have to put your title and your page number here at the top, and then your assignment, your name, and then the name of the school. Abstract should be 100 to 150 words. You should have information in your abstract related to the content of your paper. So you'll be able to find some great information on here related to how to approach the paper. So if someone's reading your work, you want to take a look at the abstract and make sure it is a combined effort of what's in your paper in general. And then you look at the start, so you start the body of your paper talking about your topic, and you make sure you separate it right in regards to your paragraphs. But I was talking about healthcare in Sitka, Alaska here, which I think, as many of you know, it's a rural area, which is a little bit different than some of the urban centers that we have. So it was a pretty easy paper to write about it, and an easy topic to write about. So I think you need to find something in relation to that is not super hard to it's not super hard to follow, I guess, in general. So let me see. When you look at the next thing in relation to APA, you want to take a look at the headers. So this is a level 1 header. So when I start talking about the hospital in Sitka, that's a level 1 header. As I move towards information related to that topic, I move to a level 2 header. So organizational issues is a part of Sitka Hospital. And then I move to a level 3 header when I talk about more intricacies within that topic. So finance is an organizational issue, so that's a level 3 header. Recruitment is an organizational issue, so that's a level 4 header. Retention is an organizational issue, so that's a level 5 header. So we went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see how they're a little different. Solutions shoots back up to, it's still talking about Sitka Hospital, so we're still under a level 1 header, but it's a different topic within Sitka Hospital. So it's not the same as organizational issues. It's the opposite, right? It's solutions. So I'll go back to the level 2 header to talk about that. And I want to tell you, when you're writing your paper, you draft it out, this can be one of the most confusing things. I would ask that just send me your paper and I can help walk you through that and say, no, this should be level 1, this should be level 2. I'm not going to grade difficult in relation to making small mistakes like that. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You just want to strive to know, what I'm referring to here, but you don't have to be an expert yet. All right. Within your paper, I want to mention, don't direct quote. So I don't want to see a lot of parentheses. I'd rather you take a look at what is in your research and just summarize it and help it flow within your paper to an extent to where that the reader can follow things, if that makes sense. So, use more in-text citations rather than full-on citations where you're just copy and pasting. I think that looks a lot better. Your reference section, so this is actually on a separate page. See what I meant in regards to when you upload it, it can change things. You want to make sure it's in alphabetical order, right? Starting with the first name listed. Um, Another thing that you want to make sure you do is have it in hanging format, double spaced, hanging format, double spaced. Also, if you can find the DOI, it's always helpful to enter the DOI, but don't feel like you have to do that. As you can tell within this narrative, there's a couple of things that are italicized versus not. The title of the journal is always italicized. So the title of the book, the title of the journal is going to be italicized. Everything else just will be, regular writing. You don't have to capitalize everything. Like if it's Alaska as a state, you need to capitalize that. But other than that, it's pretty clear cut. I tried to keep things under 5 years time period in my paper. It's a good thing to follow, but I don't feel like you have to do that as well. So that's APA in a nutshell. It can look intimidating, but what I would tell you to do is take a paper like this, and I uploaded one as an example, delete my content and write yours in there, and then you already have the format, and you should be good to go. If you have any questions, continue to reach out. I'm happy to help you in any way. Thanks so much.